Job hunting can be one of the most painful tasks in the world. From finding the right opportunity to updating that resume, various levels of testing and or interview, you can say it's a nerve-wracking experience. It might be even more so if you are looking for a job in a foreign country. And here's where today's guest for Touch Base in Seoul comes in. Nihat Khalilzade is the director of the Yeoksam Global Village Center and has been helping expats in Korea in the job-seeking process. We're pleased to have him join us here in the studio to tell us more about his work as well as his story. Welcome to the show, Nihat.
Oh, hello.
Happy New Year to you.
Thank you.
So it's so good to have you. Could you tell us a little bit about yourself before we get into your work? How does your Korea story begin?
Well, I'm Nihat. I'm originally from Azerbaijan, which is really far country from Korea. I came to Korea like 11 years before as a Korean government scholarship program student. And I studied my bachelor's in Hanyang University. So I'm one of those expats who graduated from university in Korea and stayed in Korea for long term.
Ah, I see. I understand that after you received your bachelor's, you actually left Korea and returned.
Yes.
What was behind that?
After graduation, like I worked like for a few years and then I left Korea. And after leaving Korea, I got married back in our country with my beloved one.
In Azerbaijan?
Yes. And then we came back together and started our life again in Korea.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you had met your wife back at home. You were probably already settled back and feeling pretty comfortable in your hometown with your beloved family and community and friends. What was it that brought you back to Korea?
To be honest, when I came to Korea, I was really young. Like I was like underage, honestly. But like after graduating bachelor's, when I went back, I already had like the best time of my life in Korea. And after going back, like I got married, you know, like after marriage, even I told my wife, like, I don't feel comfortable, you know, I want to go another country, you know, like live abroad again. Then I gave chance to my wife, you know, to choose the country. And she said, since you were in Korea, you feel more comfortable in Korea, then why don't we go back to Korea?
Okay.
And she followed me. She learned Korean also. And by the way, like she graduated this year, bachelor's in Korea.
Oh, wow. Congratulations
Thank
to
you.
her. Quite a few milestones, which we'll get to in a little bit as well. But we do want to hear about your first job search experience here in South Korea, since that's sort of the topic we'll be unpacking with you today. What was it like being an Azerbaijani expat trying to find that perfect job?
When I get this question, I get nervous, you know, like it was really horrible. Like it was too hard to find the job. Firstly, I didn't know how to approach to the job because in university we are learning, okay, how to study, what's our profession, you know, we are learning about our major, but after graduation, we don't know what to do. And when we are starting searching for the job, it's too late. There are many people, like there's so many people same as us. And those people, if they are already prepared, like it's not really easy for us to find something suitable for us. And in case of me, like personally, I didn't have even chance to enter interviews. Most of the time, I was just failing from the first round. Like I was applying for the job, and from my resume, they didn't accept me. Then I found the problem. Okay, like I should move forward to show my resume as a Korean. But when I copied Korean resume, because Korea has also like unique resume style.
Yes.
Like there are European standards, but in Korea we have Korean standards. And when I followed the Korean standards, I felt, I can pass the first round. How about the second round? Like for the second round, when you go to the interview, at first it was really hard because I didn't know what kind of question I'm going to get. But now I can say, you know, like wherever I'm going, like it doesn't really matter. You are going to the big company or like giant company or small company. It's same. The questions, they are same, like similar questions. Like first 5 questions I can guess, you know, what kind of questions they're going to ask. So I can prepare those questions beforehand and I can go there, I can satisfy them and I can get the job.
I see. So as one that actually hit the pavement and made all the mistakes, learned from those mistakes, you are probably really well qualified to advise others who are in similar straits as you were several years ago. So now, in the present day, you are serving as the director of Yeoksam Global Village Center. That is quite a big job. What does the Global Village Center do, first of all?
Oh, Yeoksam Global Village Center. Like in case of Global Village Centers, we have 7 Global Village Centers in Seoul. Mm-hmm. And those Global Village Centers, they're supporting expats living in Seoul.
Got it.
And when we are calling that support, what kind of supports we are providing as like it can be related to visa, it can be related to labor law, it can be related to anything, like any problems expats facing in Seoul. So we can provide those solutions for them. Like even if there are any problems, if even there's no solution for that, still we can find new solutions for that, and we can suggest to the government, let's go this direction. Oh, like in different countries, they are solving this kind of problems in this way. Then we can change even law regarding to the perspective of expats.
That's interesting. So you play a bridging role in some ways, bridging those who are not from Korea and with the Korean government that is able to make the changes to help expats make Korea home a little bit better. So could you talk to us about this project of yours to help job-seeking expats successfully find employment? How did you come to launch this project? And yeah, just explain a little bit about it for us, if you would.
Sure. Like after Corona, I felt like many people, they are facing same problems as me. Because my problems started like 10 years before, but after Corona, I could feel like there are people, they are having same problems. Like most of the graduates, university graduates, they didn't know how to find job, where to find job, what kind of platforms they should use to apply for the job. And also those people who lost their job, they don't want to leave Korea, but they don't have any option. They don't they have to find a new job as soon as possible, but they don't have any option. They have options, but they don't know where to find those options. And most of the people, like they have been working same field for long term, and they have never changed their resume. So they need to change their resume, and they don't know how to talk in interviews. Then I came up with the idea, why don't we make one platform, like we can share our knowledge and we can help each other. And we made one community, which we call Global Korea Professionals. And in Global Korea Professionals community, we gathered all expats who's interested in finding job or changing their field to different job. We are helping them to share their experience in their field and share their knowledge. And what we do is we are organizing one-on-one counseling sessions to fix their resumes or even write their resumes. Because I did beforehand one survey with 35 people. From 35 people, only one person had normal resume, like for applying Korean company. Most of the people, what they thought, they just wrote their resume in English and translated that to Korean, which doesn't work in Korea. There are like standards for Korean resume. And we were counseling them, we were giving them the templates. Let's say, like even as an expat, I can feel what kind of what parts of resumes are more important for expats. Let's say, in case of Korean person, most of the HRs, they are caring about what kind of experience they had, what kind of university they graduate. But in case of expats, first thing, where they come from, what's their visa, like if they have proper visa, if they have like good visa, like let's say companies, if they have less than 5 Korean workers, they can't hire foreigner. And small companies, they don't have this information. After hiring foreigners, even
they realize they
we
can't
are solving
afford to take
expats
this on.
problems and also small medium enterprises problems. So like it's kind of we are helping society in this hard time.
Oh, that's very interesting. If you could offer some, I guess, personal advice for job seekers in this post-corona, or actually, I would have to say we are still very much in the COVID-19 era, but if you could offer some personal advice for job seekers right now, what would that be?
Oh, that's a good question, actually.
Taking from your own experience. Yeah.
The first thing, like, since let's say, if you can find a job, like you have enough experience already, then I would suggest, like get some counseling in our center and make your resume perfect and apply in the proper job portals. Because some people, they don't know actually what kind of job portals they have to use.
Right. There are many different kinds out there.
Exactly. And second thing, okay, if you worked enough in Korea, but because of Corona, you want to relax, like take some time, what could you do is improve your Korean language, because Korean language is getting more important these days. After Corona, I think there will be huge population coming to Korea, since Korea is really doing well about Corona situation. And third thing, I would suggest, like if they have time, then they should improve themselves. Like I can give, I'm not talking about something, like I'm just suggesting. I'm talking about something from my experience. Like I graduated my bachelor's, I entered one company. While working in company, I did my master's. And now I'm working for the government. I'm counseling foreigners, right? But from this March, in 2020 March, I'm starting my PhD. Like after work, I'm doing my PhD. I'm keep improving myself.
Constantly learning.
Exactly.
Yes.
You have to keep improving yourself.
Thank you so much for your time and insights today, Nihat. And congratulations on your second child just recently being born as well.
Thank you.
Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year. Thank you.